So I am at the Tokyo station now, and I'm going to Kyoto for award ceremony of a literary prize, for which I was a judge, and I'm taking the Shinkansen train. The BBC is going to air a documentary on Johnny Kitagawa, who is the founder of Johnny and Associates, which is a talent agency with a lot of stars here in this country, and it reports some really serious allegations about a respected right man. I think it's fair to say that Johnny Kitagawa was a great man in terms of forming the entertainment industry in the post-war Japan, especially the boys band. But at the same time, these allegations are really serious in nature and cannot be, looked over in today's world. And the BBC has already stated, it is an enigma that NHK and other news outlets haven't reported on this. It's a shame. It has been an open secret, and it's really weird. I'm the odd one out in this society. I don't think like typical Japanese. So I cannot say that I am, saying this for the average Japanese citizens here. But I should say that when BBC reported these allegations about Mr. Johnny Kitagawa, many people said, well, it's an open secret, isn't it? And everyone knows it, and it's really weird. I mean, so it has been an open secret, and some of the reactions I got was really weird. They said, we don't understand, why the BBC reports on this at this time, where everybody knows about it, and it's not news, they say, and that's weird. Well, it might not be news, but it might have been an open secret. But why does the NHK, which is the public broadcaster here, report this? I mean, why the NHK doesn't report it is one of the greatest enigmas in today's world. I mean, it cannot be allowed. What Mr. Johnny Kitagawa allegedly did is not excusable. If this were in any other countries like the UK or the United States, there would have been an immediate call of cancel culture, but not here in this country, which I think is really weird. And it's not great for NHK as a public broadcaster. I mean, the fact that the NHK doesn't report on this really seriously damages its reputation as a public broadcaster internationally, if not domestically. Well, although I love this country, I love the culture. That's why I published 2 books on Japan, one on Ikigai and one on Nagomi. And I, praised many wonderful things about the Japanese culture and tradition. Having said that, I do feel baffled, to say the least, at the silence of the NHK. It's really weird and shameful. I think people at the NHK should be ashamed of this. Seriously. I mean, rumors has it that NHK is afraid of airing anything about Johnny Kitagawa because that would mean that the Johnny and Associates would pull their talents out of the NHK programs, including the Kohaku Utagase, which is one of the major events in Korea, broadcast on the New Year's Eve, and also many primetime entertainment programs, including the Tiger drama, which is now airing drama on the life of Tokugawa Ieyasu. And these programs would not be possible without the talents from the Johnny and Associates. So people say that NHK cannot air anything about Johnny Kitagawa because it's afraid that Johnny and Associates would not, provide its talents and idols. But that's weird. That's weird coming from a supposedly public broadcaster. It's a shame. It's a shame sometimes. It's a shame NHK. Shame on you. And because that's not the public interest. And the same goes for Johnny and Associates. I respect those people who are working at the Johnny and Associates. I think they're doing their best in their perceived value of entertainment. But in Japan, there have been arguments about why Japan hasn't produced BTS, the Korean pop group. And, the popularity of the talents and idols of Johnny and Associates is domestic. And, sometimes they are popular in neighbor countries, but they have never broken the barrier, a glass ceiling of East Asia. And, so why is that? I think that it's related. The fact that Johnny and Associates cannot do a soul-searching task of, examining what Johnny Kitagawa did. Although he is a really beloved, great guy, if there was something done wrong, then you should rectify it. Otherwise, you cannot categorically provide first-rate entertainment. No, you can't. If this goes on, and the silence of NHK continues, NHK would lose its reputation as a public broadcaster internationally, and Johnny and Associates, its talents and entertainers wouldn't be able to enter, for example, the US market or the UK market, because it is perceived as endorsement of really weird, pervert act by its founder. So seriously, NHK and Johnny and Associates, do rectify this, do address this issue. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. I mean, you wouldn't belong to the 21st century. Japanese people deserve better than this. And although Japanese people are, typically silent and reserved, I think they have conscience. I do have conscience. It's probably time for our inner voice of conscience to speak out. And the BBC airing this program today in Tokyo and all over Japan is a great job. It's a great service. Thank you, BBC. Thank you, BBC, for this service for the Japanese media industry. And shame on you, NHK and Johnny and Associates. I think you can do better, and we deserve better. And if you do change things, I think, sky's the limit. Probably you guys would be finding yourselves at the Emmys and Grammys and even Oscars award ceremonies. But that would happen only when and after you rectify your doings. Otherwise, things are closed. So from Tokyo Station, Kinmogi, and I'm going to the Kyoto Station. Japan has a really wonderful culture, and please do come. It's a beautiful place, despite the shameful and regrettable conduct from its public broadcaster and talent industry.